Hey guys, hope you are well. I have some very important new information. There's been a few messages saying it's important that I print this key correction, or at least this piece of information. And ZDT's fans have been saying how I'm not a journalist and how I really made a grave mistake, and according to them, clearly printed something inaccurate or projected something inaccurate. And it is true. The ZDT paid the $775 filing fee. It is true. The ZDT paid the filing fee for a case that no longer exists. So, did I get anything wrong? No. It was not until after my video that ZDT paid the filing fee for a case. It's hard not to crack up when I was giving my spiel there. For a case that has already been ruled upon and dismissed. So it is clear that while I didn't lie, ZDT was trying to project that. Good job digging in further. The ZDT, because of my video, he got caught in a lie. And it's clear to see that the filing fee, that at least his ass at that point, was too broke to pay the filing fee. So on the day that was remarked upon, on the 25th, later on in that day, as I released my video at about 10 a.m. that morning, later that day, so ZDT could show proof that he was actually using this money, and he was trying to con his fans because he wanted to indicate he was previously raising money for this appeal against Henry, so he wanted to say to his fans, here, look, I paid it. Now, obviously, with some searching on these cases, it's very easy to follow up. I wanted to bite my tongue for a moment because Henry gave them to me. I didn't think Henry would give me incorrect information, but I wanted to verify it for myself. But that's what it is. It's the court will still accept your money even though this won't do anything. He literally just threw money down the toilet. The case has been decided. It's been dismissed. It is over. You are still legally, if you are so inclined, to go up to the clerk and say, oh, hey, I'd like to pay this. The clerk's not going to say, hey, man, just to do you a favor, stupid, it's too late. Clerk's not going to do that. Court will accept your damn money. Court doesn't care. And that's what happened. There was, it's not like the clerk stopped him and said, hey, stupid, it's long gone. And just for verification, I have my computer right here. And if you want to do this along with me, you certainly can. Because there are two websites you should go to for proof of everything. And of course, everybody is running around like a headless chicken saying that there's been tangible proof that the filing fee is paid. That is true. But there's no proof that the case still exists. So, first, if you would like to look it up, you could go to lacourt.org, Superior Court of Los Angeles, and you could look, or you could Google, look up a Superior Court case. You could look up the number 24STRO08473. As you can see, the most recent recording on that, even though this magic fee has been paid, there is nothing on the Superior Court page for the original case. Remember, there's a new case number that gets assigned if you're doing appeals, but for the original case, it's all attached to this original case in Superior Court. And any update on the appeals section that you would find on the website, if it has any relevancy to the actual appeal, it would show up on the Superior Court case. So that the notice of filing shows up on the appeal part, but if it was actually paid, and therefore automatically there'd be a hearing scheduled to hear Tony out if he wasn't completely incompetent. By the way, guys, it wasn't just he paid the filing fee too late. It was 10 days after February 28th. He had to pay it 10 days after February 28th, which is March 7th or something, and he paid it on the 25th of March. So, but not only that, but he had to obtain the entire transcripts from his case. He did not take the effort to do that. He did not create a docket of evidence or anything like that whatsoever. So in addition to the one little filing fee, which is the most hilarious, he put in none of the legwork to go. No effort. Sorry, ZDT fans. No effort. I know you hate what I say your name, so sorry, Dash and Grandma and Danny's gone and other stupid people. He's just completely flushed his money down the toilet. There is no hearing and nothing's going to happen. So as you can see, on the 21st, it says appeal, notice of default issued. Failure to file the designated NOA, filed 3/21/25. Notice of default. Default meaning it's a default judgment, meaning this will not go through. It's not even necessarily dismissed because it's an appeal. So it's a default judgment that it's not going through. That's what it is. Now, that was lacourt.org. If you'd like to go to appellatecases.courtinfo.ca.gov, and when you're searching, if you want to search a case, you could either search it by Los Angeles County or by 2nd Appellate District. And the case number there is B344537. Again, B344537. And the most recent thing on there says filing fee. $775 filing fee paid. That was on March 25th after I made my video. Scared him straight. And then, of course, he wanted to show his gullible audience that he was in the right. And because he was aggressively fundraising for this appeal, he really begged his audience. He needed this money. He was going to mop the floor with Henry, that little punk. And this is going to be his great moment of justice. This is before he got himself involved in all these criminal cases. But that was his plea. So he said he's going to mop the floor of this guy. The judge will hear his appeal and be on his side, the side of civil rights. Lies, 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 lies. He stole your money, and he thought he needed something to show up in the computer for verification. He thought he could trick you by flushing $775 completely down the toilet. So he did eventually pay, but not the time that he needed to. And that money was not used to appeal anything for Henry. He did nothing. Absolutely nothing. The more I learn about this guy, the more I learn oh my God, the lights just went up. The more I learn what a disgusting scammer he is, with no integrity whatsoever. He's a filthy liar. And Lord knows names he calls me. But he's really a disgusting swine. And I can't wait. I'm going to see him on the 28th, whether he likes it or not. And so that'll be fun. And other than that, I think I will see you on the 28th, as I just said, for ZDT's case. But yeah, guys, this is there's no more case with Henry. Done. And again, 3/7 notice of appeal received, and then that's on the appellate case. And then if you go to the Superior Court one, it will say default judgment, notice of default issued, and nothing in between. Only that some schmuck paid a filing fee. That's it. So I have nothing to apologize for. I got nothing wrong. I have no corrections to make. Keep dreaming. Bye-bye. I'll see you later, and I'll see ZDT later to make his life even more miserable. Take care. Can't wait to prove more lies.